I'm often asked, what is equitable distribution? Equitable distribution is the division of assets and liabilities that occurs incident to a divorce. Notice that I say equitable, not equal. Though the presumption is that assets and liabilities are equally split, there are factors that we consider, or we ask a judge to consider, that sometimes tip the scales more one way or another. We call that an unequal distribution. Things like wasting marital assets, or perhaps even bringing assets into the marriage from non-marital sources, are factors that we look at. A non-marital asset is generally something that you brought into the marriage from an outside source, like an inheritance, and kept separate from your marital estate. Something that was never commingled or jointly titled. Sometimes we look to the growth that occurred during the marriage versus the value that existed prior to the marriage. We generally try to agree to values to the extent possible, and to that end, a popular trend these days is using a joint expert such as a CPA to help crunch the numbers and come up with scenarios. This is particularly helpful where we have assets such as business interests involved, and I've personally found turns out to be a cost-saving measure. These laws can be found under Florida Statute 61.075, which covers the factors generally considered, and can also be found on my website, divorcelawyertampa.com.